and Tiz.
I guess I'll go ahead and swing it on into talking about someone who just never respects themselves. Brother Umar Johnson. And this week's weekly Umar update. It's pretty short. He's had a short yet very impactful week. So y'all know the Breonna Taylor, the anniversary of her passing was just the other day. And they had rallies and protests and stuff out in St. Louis. Oh, was it St. Louis? Yeah, St. Louis. For some reason, Umar then got up on stage and tried to give a speech while he's at this rally.
What?
Yeah. Just not recognizing time or place. Now, he could have got up there and, I don't know, promoted the school or, said something that would have been uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
But he's up there yelling at the top of his lungs. When I say at the top of his lungs, I mean like full-on guerrilla yelping. Roar! And the mayor, he ain't nothing. And down with the black churches, because it's their fault too. Just rambling, giving his sayings, his little speech that he liked to do at his rallies. But at this type of thing where people mourning the death and the tone just did not match. But God has a way of looking out for things. The universe will always correct itself out. Because halfway through this Negro speech, his voice went completely out. And he started sounding like the lady from This Is Why You Shouldn't Smoke Cigarettes. So he did the rest of the speech with that and got to the point where somebody in the crowd was like, hey, man, take it easy. Like he was going so hard. And then after the rally, some people were speaking out about him because apparently they are cool with their black churches in St. Louis, and him talking about them without doing anything himself for the black community kind of upset them. So some citizens from St. Louis were not very pleased with his efforts. And then how does he follow up this? He goes to eat seafood, and he decides to drop a live of him just eating food. And the menu at some crab shack he's at. And two random ladies, we don't know who they are. And he just throws them on the camera without their consent or permission.
I think he in the red pill community too.
Yeah. At this point, man, if you are not understanding that these people in our community are not really for our community and they just here to take money from us, like you got a real estate agent with no real estate in Jay Morrison. You got a school psychologist / principal with no school in Umar. Yet they keep asking for money for these things, but they don't have any product there. You got Miriam and Bula, got people taking out loans to go to the church, and she pocketing the shit. Ain't no church. So we got preachers with no church, real estate agents with no real estate, and school leaders with no school. So I think for this week, my main goal this week is to I'm almost exhausted with just keeping up with the hilarity of these Negroes. So I'm gonna just give people out here 5 ways to let you know that you are spotting a possible scam or scammer in the works, because our people have been bamboozled by seemingly a new person every week.
That is straight.
I don't even know that much about this dude, but this Derek Grace guy, something ain't right, people. Something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is yet, but I would not be surprised if in a year some shit come out about him where he done stole something or he done bamboozled. So to look out for scammers, guys, here are 5 possible things that you should look for when spotting a possible scammer in your midst. The first thing, they're going to present you with something that's too good to be true without any explanation of how it works. They will give you no breakdown of the mechanism. They won't tell you how they'll just throw out stuff like, I got this package, or I got this idea, or I got this thing. Come on, get on board. They'll tell you all of the good stuff about, hey, you can make $1 million tomorrow if you sell this. Well, what am I selling? Well, really, you know what it is, and then but they never tell you what the hell it is you selling. Or they be like, you know, if you give me if it's too good to be true, but there is no actual explanation given to you, it could be a scam.
That's like one of those YouTube commercials that's like 3 minutes before you actually get to the regular commercial, whatever.
But you don't know what you just watched. You have no idea what you're selling me. You just telling me this is where you paid. Well, what am I buying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm getting here. The next one. If you hear about the person or the product or service that they're talking about, but when you look it up, the first Google results or the first search results come up as negative product reviews, it is probably a scam. Don't be fooled into thinking that you special in the universe gonna make it so that you the one that don't get. You're gonna be writing a negative review pretty soon too if you decide to go through with that. So as soon as you look up and you see, okay, let me look up this person and see what they got. You're usually gonna see their web page or their thing, and then right below it, you're gonna see a bunch of this person never sent me my stuff, 1 star. I still waiting on mine. 2, like it happens every time. It started with Umar's first book. It started with Polite's old schemes he used to have. Mbutu and Miriam Mbula. When you see the reviews, they there for a reason. People have already experienced this and saw that this is not worth it. Learn from other people's mistakes sometimes. Sometimes you don't have to be the one to take it. The next thing, real business people don't give a fuck about how you feel. They don't care about your circumstance. They just have something that's going to help make them money and can possibly benefit you. But mostly, they're probably looking after themselves. So if they come up to you about, hey, I see, don't you want to be financially free? I really care about you. You know, we got to do more for the Black community. Let's go to Tulsa and reclaim it. Let me teach your Black boys. When they start talking like that to you, most people that's really going to do something, they do it and then they show it to you and then you decide if you want to buy it. Most products don't have to be marketed to you as like they care about you. Frosted Fakes ain't never came into your house and said, your health matters to us. We really want you to be good in the morning. We got it. No, they give you a tiger that says great and show you some sugary cereal and then you decide if you want to eat it or not.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A ain't never coming to your crib talking about, don't you want to save some cows right now? Now they got them funny marketing slogans, but don't nobody like come at you and personally appeal to what you care about if they trying to sell you something. So if somebody coming up to you selling you something and they talking about, we got to be for our Black people. We got to stand up and fight. They doing us wrong in 1921. So we got to stand together now and rebuild. Something is probably off. They don't want you. They don't want to help Black Wall Street. They don't want you to help your people, and they don't give a damn about you being your own boss. They don't care about none of that. They are trying to get rich. Look out for it, especially if it goes with either 1 or 2. Next, number 4, the person refuses or makes excuses why they cannot meet with you or directly speak to you. So if they got some information, but you start emailing and calling and you can't get no response, but they told you to email and call, some a little fishy. If you spent your money and you give a call and you're like, well, hey guys, I want to I got a question about how this works. And they decide that they don't want to answer the phone all of a sudden, you probably got. Most reputable businesses, even if you don't like their customer service, usually they have a customer service line where you can talk to somebody and get direct questions answered in some form or fashion. Even if they tell you, hey, we're going to have to get back to you or we'll email you. They usually got somebody that will speak to you directly and give you information. But when you get to contacting these folks and they don't want to talk to you or, well, I can't meet with you. Just go to my website. Or I can't, or you call the number and you keep getting sent to voicemail. Or you get told that you're going to be put in a WhatsApp or that you're going to be able to text and email them and they never respond to your emails, Umar. Like, this is, something is wrong with that. No reputable company that's really about business in any type of way will do that. Usually only scammers do that. It's called ghosting. It's in dating and it's in scamming. Watch out for it. And number 5, my last one. Anytime you ask questions, if the person does respond, but they get upset with you and start to get irate or they get emotional when you ask them legitimate questions. Okay, so how is this actually going to work? What's the product? What's the rate? What's the return on investment? How does who's actually getting this money? What's the finances looking like? When is the school opening? What's going on with the church fund? When you asking legit business questions, most businesses will have some type of an information sheet, or they have ready to go information like, hey, well, this is what's happening here. Or they'll let you know, hey, we're on a delay of this because of this building cost and we had to spend this. And like, they don't have a problem saying nothing about their money because they know they ain't got nothing, they ain't doing nothing. When a person or a company or a business or a product gets to fumbling and they get all upset with you, well, you don't have to use the product and I shouldn't have known. When you keep getting mad at folk because they ask you a legitimate question, not a trolling question, a legitimate question, usually that person is probably scamming you and they're mad because they feel like if they answer your question, they know they're going to be caught in some bull. So look out for those 5 things, people. Don't keep getting scammed by these folks, because at this point, it's 2021 and Black people have been through enough. We are getting called niggas every week. The last thing we need is people coming into our community that look like us, ripping us off. So stop feeding into it. Because what happens is these scammers get rich. Other people see that and then they become scammers. Oh, they did it. Let me go ahead and come out with my next package. Mm-hmm. Like, there's something wrong here. And we are we got to stop being guinea pigs for other people's financial gain without getting anything back. If you pay for anything, if you put your money into anything, there should be some service rendered or some product given. Whether it's a charity, you pay into that charity, there should be some type of actual action that charity is doing on behalf of the money that they are raising. There should be some type of service that a person, if you pay a business, they should be rendering something to you. They should be doing something because you paid for it. They should be giving you a product in your hand. They should be whatever that is. If you support a content creator, but they never made content, would you keep being on? Like, would you keep paying into it? Would you keep giving them views? No, because there's nothing there. You keep turning on and it's a black screen. You keep flicking on your TV and ain't no movie there. So why did I pay $6.99 to rent it? It's no movie here. Like, we got to wake up, people. So those are the 5 things to look for when spotting a possible scam. And outside of Umar yelping at a rally that he really, I'm just offended because you just making fun of this girl's death, and I just at this point I'm just exasperated with these people, man. And Black people, please stop feeding into it. Stop looking for the great hope or the way out that's gonna be magic. There ain't no magic to getting out of shit. If you're in financial trouble, go to a legitimate business company or business class or business whatever, invest your money in that and find a rate of return. If you are looking for spiritual awakening, don't pay nobody that's talking about they got prayer packages and shit. I remember Kearney Thomas used to be like, call me for your personal prayer package. Please don't. Oh, no personal prayer package. Like, if you're looking for spiritual awakening, that's a journey that you take on your own, and you find that on your own, and you find what resonates with you in the universe. If you are looking for education, there are legit classes and courses that you can sign up for. You can pay for a class by class thing at a 2-year school, or you can get online classes at whatever. But we got to stop being dupes, man. Like, we are a great and mighty people, and we make ourselves look dumb as shit every time we follow one of these motherfuckers that's basically taking our money and giving us nothing but lip service. If you want to support somebody who will give you lip service, support your favorite podcast, support your favorite TV show, support your favorite movie or streaming app. Don't give it to somebody who ain't giving you nothing, people. And that's all I got for this week's Umar Weekly Update.